Have you ever walked into a kitchen and smelled something warm, spicy, and slightly sweet, perhaps during the holidays or while a hearty stew was simmering on the stove? That comforting aroma often comes from a tiny, unassuming little ingredient that looks exactly like a small nail or a wooden tack. We are talking about cloves. They are the dried flower buds of the clove tree, and their name actually comes from the Latin word for nail, because of their unique shape. But do not let their size fool you. For centuries, long before they became a staple in our spice racks, cloves were worth their weight in gold. Ancient civilizations fought wars over the islands where these trees grew, and they were one of the most expensive and sought-after trade items in the world. The reason they were so precious was not just their intense flavor, but their incredible medicinal properties that people intuitively understood for thousands of years. Today, we do not have to sail across the ocean to find them. They are available in almost every grocery store, but we often overlook them, thinking of them as just another spice for pumpkin pie or mulled wine. In this video, we are going to rediscover this ancient powerhouse and explain its health benefits in a way that is easy to understand, even if you have no background in science or nutrition. We are going to dive deep into what makes this tiny brown bud so special. It is not magic, it is science, and that science is hidden inside a remarkable compound called eugenol. Think of eugenol as the essential oil that lives inside the clove. It is the very thing that gives the clove its strong, distinctive smell and its slightly numbing effect when you put it on your tongue. This compound is a natural chemical factory, and it is the primary reason why cloves are one of the most antioxidant-rich foods on the entire planet. When scientists talk about antioxidants, they are referring to molecules that fight off damage to your cells. Imagine your body is a piece of iron left out in the rain. Over time, it starts to rust. Inside our bodies, a similar process happens called oxidative stress, caused by things like pollution, stress, and processed foods. Antioxidants are like a protective shield that stops that rust from forming. Cloves are absolutely loaded with these shields. In fact, when compared to many other fruits and spices, cloves often come out on top in terms of antioxidant density. This is your first lesson on why this spice is a true superfood. It is not just about adding flavor to your food. It is about actively protecting your body from the inside out, every single time you consume it. So, if you have a jar of cloves hiding in the back of your pantry, it is time to bring it to the front. We are going to show you how to use this ancient secret to improve your health in ways you never imagined. In the last section, we talked about the powerful compound eugenol and how it makes cloves a top-tier antioxidant. Now, let us explore one of the most practical and immediate benefits of cloves that you can literally feel within seconds. Have you ever had a toothache that throbbed in the middle of the night when no dentist was available? It is one of the most distracting and unpleasant pains a person can experience. For hundreds of years, before modern dentistry existed, people reached for a whole clove or clove oil to solve this problem. This is not an old wives' tale. It is a scientifically proven remedy. The eugenol in cloves is a natural analgesic and anesthetic. This means it relieves pain and causes numbness. If you carefully place a whole clove near a hurting tooth and gently bite down to release its oil, you will notice that the surrounding gum tissue and the tooth itself start to feel a bit numb, and the sharp pain begins to dull. This works because eugenol directly interacts with the nerve endings in your mouth. It essentially calms them down, blocking the signals of pain that are desperately trying to reach your brain. Many modern dental products, such as temporary filling materials and medicated mouth rinses, still use eugenol as the active ingredient for this exact reason. But the pain-relieving power of cloves goes far beyond just the mouth. Because cloves have strong anti-inflammatory properties, they can help with other types of discomfort in the body. Inflammation is the body's natural response to injury or infection, and it is characterized by redness, swelling, and often pain. While short-term inflammation is a sign that your body is healing, long-term chronic inflammation is a problem. It is linked to almost every modern disease, including heart disease and arthritis. Cloves help by blocking certain enzymes and proteins in the body that trigger this swelling and pain, acting similarly to non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, but in a natural way. For someone who suffers from a headache, particularly a tension headache, the application of diluted clove oil or even just inhaling the aroma can bring a sense of relief. The scent has a warming and soothing effect on the nervous system, which helps to relax constricted blood vessels in the head. Furthermore, if you have sore muscles after a hard workout, a massage oil infused with clove oil can help the muscles relax and flush out the soreness. It is important to always remember that clove oil is extremely powerful. It is so concentrated that putting it directly on your skin or gums without mixing it with a carrier oil, like coconut or olive oil, can cause a burning sensation or tissue damage. You only ever need 1 or 2 drops mixed into a tablespoon of carrier oil. In the next section, we will shift from pain relief to the internal battle cloves fight for you, starting with your digestive system. You will see that this spice is like a bodyguard for your stomach, ensuring everything runs smoothly and comfortably. We have talked about using cloves on the outside for pain, but now it is time to swallow this knowledge, quite literally, because cloves are an extraordinary remedy for an unhappy digestive system. If you have ever finished a large meal and felt bloated, gassy, or like a heavy rock is sitting in your stomach, you know how miserable indigestion can be. In many cultures, particularly in India and throughout Asia, serving a small dish of fennel seeds or a clove-infused tea after a meal is a tradition that goes back thousands of years. This is not just to freshen your breath, although cloves certainly do that too by killing the bacteria that cause bad smells. The main reason is to jumpstart the digestive process. Cloves are what we call a carminative, which is a fancy word for a substance that prevents the formation of gas in the gastrointestinal tract or helps to expel it. They work by relaxing the smooth lining of the digestive tract, which allows trapped gas to pass through much more easily, providing rapid relief from that tight, cramping bloat. Beyond just busting gas, cloves actually help your body produce more digestive enzymes. Think of enzymes as tiny biological scissors that cut your food into pieces small enough for your body to absorb. As we age or when we are stressed, our production of these enzymes can drop, leading to undigested food sitting in the gut, fermenting, and causing chaos. The compounds in cloves stimulate the salivary glands, the stomach, and the liver to release more fluids and enzymes, making the entire process of breaking down food more efficient. This means you absorb more nutrients and suffer less discomfort. There is also a very serious connection between cloves and stomach ulcers. For a long time, people believed ulcers were caused only by stress or spicy food. We now know that most ulcers are caused by a clever bacteria called H. pylori. Clove extract has been shown in numerous studies to be highly effective at fighting this specific bacteria, even strains that have become resistant to standard antibiotics. The eugenol essentially breaks down the protective barrier of the bacteria, leaving it vulnerable and helping to cleanse the stomach lining. Furthermore, a healthy gut is not just about digestion. It is the center of your immune system. When your gut is inflamed, leaky gut can occur where toxins and undigested food particles slip into your bloodstream, causing allergies, fatigue, and skin issues like acne. The anti-inflammatory properties of cloves soothe the lining of the intestines, helping to keep the tight junctions of the gut wall sealed and strong. This is why consuming clove tea is often recommended for people with chronic nausea or morning sickness. A very mild, warm cup of clove water can settle the stomach muscles and reduce the urge to vomit. It acts as a gentle calming agent. To tap into this benefit, you do not need to chew on a handful of sharp, dry cloves. Instead, you can simply simmer 3 or 4 whole cloves in a pot of water for about 10 minutes, strain it, and sip it slowly after a meal. It is a warm, comforting ritual that tells your stomach, "Relax, I have got help." Next, We will look at how these benefits spill over into your blood and your immune defenses. Now that we understand how cloves soothe the stomach, let us travel deeper into the body and see how they affect the blood and the immune system. In our modern world, where sugary foods and simple carbohydrates are everywhere, keeping our blood sugar level stable is one of the most critical aspects of staying healthy. When you eat a meal high in sugar or white flour, your blood glucose spikes rapidly. Your pancreas then releases a hormone called insulin to push that sugar into your cells for energy. Over time, if this happens too often, your cells can start ignoring insulin, a condition called insulin resistance, which is a direct path to type 2 diabetes. Cloves act like a metabolic helper. Studies have shown that the compounds in cloves can mimic insulin in the body and help transport glucose from the blood into the cells more effectively. They also inhibit the enzymes in the gut that break down complex carbohydrates. By slowing down this breakdown, cloves prevent that massive, dangerous spike in blood sugar after a meal, creating a smoother, steadier release of energy. This is a game changer for anyone trying to manage their energy levels or their weight. When your blood sugar crashes, you get tired, irritable, and hungry again, often craving more sugar. By using a spice like clove in your cooking or tea, you are creating a biological speed bump for sugar absorption. The liver also benefits greatly from this. The liver is the body's main detoxifying organ and the central hub for processing fats and sugars. Eugenol has been found to reverse signs of fatty liver disease in research settings, reducing inflammation and fat accumulation in the liver, which helps it do its job of keeping your blood clean and balanced. Moving from the liver to the broader defense system, cloves are a formidable ally for your immune system. We already mentioned their sky-high antioxidant levels, which protect your immune cells from damage so they can fight off invaders. But cloves do not just stop at defense, they go on the offensive. Cloves possess potent antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. This means that consuming them can help your body kill off harmful pathogens before they have a chance to multiply and make you sick. In the cold and flu season, a few drops of clove oil in a diffuser can sanitize the air in a room, killing airborne bacteria and mold spores. If you feel a sore throat coming on, a gentle gargle with very diluted clove tea can numb the pain and directly attack the bacteria causing the infection. It is like a natural antiseptic wash. Even Candida, a common fungal yeast that can overgrow in the gut, mouth, or skin, is highly sensitive to the antifungal components of clove. Unlike some natural remedies that just slow yeast down, clove extract has demonstrated the ability to actually rupture the cell walls of the yeast, effectively destroying it. This makes clove a very holistic medicine, working from the gut all the way to the respiratory tract to keep your body's internal environment clean and free from microbial threats. In the next part, we are going to address a topic that worries millions of people: the health of your brain and how this little spice might play a role in keeping your mind sharp. We have climbed up from the gut, through the blood, and now we reach the most complex organ in your body, the brain. As we age, the fear of cognitive decline, memory loss, and diseases like Alzheimer's becomes a major concern for many people. The brain is particularly vulnerable to oxidative stress, that rust we discussed earlier. Because your brain uses a massive amount of oxygen and energy, it creates a lot of free radicals. If these are not neutralized by antioxidants, they can damage neurons and disrupt the connections that form memories and thoughts. This is where the extraordinary antioxidant power of cloves becomes crucial. Because the antioxidants in cloves are so potent, they have a specific ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, which is a highly selective filter that stops most substances from entering the brain. Once there, eugenol helps to reduce lipid peroxidation, which is the process of free radicals stealing electrons from the healthy fats that make up your brain cells, causing them to decay. Research in neuroprotection suggests that cloves can help preserve the levels of a vital neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. This is a chemical messenger that is essential for thinking, memory, and concentration. In Alzheimer's disease, the levels of acetylcholine drop sharply. Cloves contain compounds that inhibit the activity of an enzyme called acetylcholinesterase, which breaks down this important messenger. By slowing down the destruction of acetylcholine, cloves help keep the brain's communication lines open and humming smoothly. This mechanism is very similar to how some prescription drugs for Alzheimer's work, but in a natural, food-based form. Beyond the long-term protective effects, many people use cloves for an immediate cognitive boost. The aroma of clove oil is stimulating and has been used in aromatherapy to combat mental fatigue and exhaustion. If you are studying or working on a project that requires deep focus, inhaling the scent of clove or drinking a cup of spiced tea can help lift the fog of tiredness and bring a sense of clarity and alertness without the jitters of caffeine. There is also a profound connection between our mood and the anti-inflammatory properties of cloves. Modern science is revealing that depression and anxiety are not just chemical imbalances, but are heavily linked to chronic inflammation in the brain. By lowering this neuroinflammation, cloves can contribute to a more stable and positive mood. It is a grounding spice. While a lavender scent might calm you for sleep, clove scents and flavors ground you in the present moment, making you feel more awake and resilient. The way you consume cloves for brain health matters. Consistent, small daily doses seem to be the key. Adding ground clove to your oatmeal, a smoothie, or a curry a few times a week can provide a steady stream of these protective compounds. It is a long-term investment in your mental sharpness, ensuring that your mind stays as young as possible for as long as possible. After hearing about all these incredible benefits, from killing pain and healing the gut to protecting the brain, you are likely eager to start using more cloves. However, because this spice is so powerful, it is crucial to understand the difference between a therapeutic dose and an excessive dose. The golden rule with cloves, especially clove oil, is that less is more. Whole cloves are generally safe to use in cooking. They are fibrous and tough, so you generally do not eat them whole. Instead, you infuse a dish with them and then remove them, just like you would a bay leaf. Ground clove powder is a very easy way to incorporate the spice. You can add a pinch to your morning coffee grounds before brewing, giving your coffee a warm, chai-like flavor that eliminates bitterness. You can also add half a teaspoon to pancake batter, cookie dough, or a pot of chili. It blends beautifully with sweet flavors like apple and pumpkin, as well as savory meats like ham or beef stew. For a therapeutic tea, simply take 3 to 5 whole cloves. Crush them slightly with the back of a spoon to release the inner oil, and steep them in boiling water for 10 to 20 minutes. The longer you steep it, the stronger and more numbing it becomes. This tea is fantastic for a sore throat, bloating, or just warming up on a cold day. You can mix it with a green tea bag, a cinnamon stick, and a slice of fresh ginger to create a powerful healing tonic. Clove oil requires the most respect. It is highly concentrated. You must never drink clove oil undiluted, nor should you apply it neat to the skin or gums. For a mouth rinse, mix exactly 1 drop of oil into a small glass of lukewarm water. For a muscle massage, mix 2 drops of clove oil into a tablespoon of coconut oil or almond oil. This dilution ensures you get the anti-inflammatory benefit without the chemical burn. Always do a small patch test on your arm before applying it broadly to see how your skin reacts. There are specific situations where you need to be careful. If you are on blood-thinning medication, like warfarin, you should consult your doctor before consuming large amounts of cloves, as the eugenol can slow blood clotting. Likewise, because cloves can lower blood sugar, if you are a diabetic on medication, you need to monitor your levels to ensure they don't drop too low in combination with the drug. Pregnant and breastfeeding women can use cloves in normal culinary amounts, but high-dose supplements and clove oil should be avoided. The final message here is that food truly is medicine, a spice that has been sitting in your cabinet for years. only pulled out for the occasional holiday ham, is actually one of nature's most sophisticated healing tools. By incorporating just a tiny bit into your daily rhythm, you are choosing a proactive, natural path to vitality. So, next time you see that little nail-shaped bud, remember, you are holding a piece of ancient wisdom that is still relevant in our modern lives.